Okay, let me show you how you can make yourself thousands plus thousands of dollars a month. I mean, it doesn't take much to get started. And a lot of individuals don't want to scale up and do this. And they have a misconception about drop shipping. And that's the issue. Before that was drop shipping, people sold from home. Before that was selling them from home. When they would sell from home, they would use what you remember, yard sale. Okay. And if you didn't want to sell something or something didn't sell at a yard sale, you would go where? You would go to the Salvation Army, you would go to the Goodwill, and you would give it away. And then they would help out those people that needed a little bit more so they can make it and they can do well. But as time went on, the Goodwill and some other Salvation Army, some of them entities, they decided to become their own, get it for free and sell it for $1, $2, $3, $5. It used to be really cheap like that. Now they're selling like a real store. They'll just wash the clothes, clean them up, or they'll fix whatever somebody gave to them away, put it in a decent area, make sure that it's workable, and they'll put it in a store for display and slap $5, $10, $3, almost like a yard sale in a big store. And it's cheap, but sometimes not too cheap. But people will go in there because they know that when they buy something of someone's that was used or somebody don't want no more, or somebody got older and they no longer can keep it, they will go right into buying it and reselling it. Now, the world has changed. I want to speed up this because some of you just want to get right into it, dive into it. I'm not going to keep you long, but I want to show you some things right here, how you could do a few of these and make yourself and get good at it. I train my children at this. One is 10, so he's not really into it. He's into his game. One is actually just 19, turning 20. He's already been doing decently, buying and reselling his outfits and clothes. Okay, because he wants to get into fashion design. But it's stages that you do as you're building your brand. Do you want to make quick money, or do you want to build a brand and make long-term money? There's two different categories there. Okay, well, let me just get right into it and give you the breakdown on how you can make yourself thousands of dollars a month. Okay, you first want to do something like this. Let me show you. Okay. Now, the world has changed. You can come right over here to ChatGPT and you can ask a question, something as simple as this. It's not as hard as when I started, when I had to type in things and really do some heavy lifting research. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted to start a website and start teaching somebody how to resell, if they didn't want to be a herbologist or something like that. Now you can just type your questions. Look right here. I typed in something as easy as this. Something as easy as look, 5 hot selling items that are really cheap that I can buy and then resell it for 2 to 3 times more on Amazon or eBay. Okay. So it right away said, here are five hot selling low cost items that you can buy in bulk, often $3 to $5 units, and resell on eBay or Amazon equally for 2 to 3 times more profit. So they list some things right here. Okay. They list some wallets right here. You can get them for 20 to 50 cents and you can resell them for what? $5 to $9 a pop on Amazon or eBay. Why it sells, it even tells you why it sells. Okay. Then you can ask it, okay, it has more. It has number 2. Look at these things. I want you to help you understand 50 cents to $1. Everything is pretty much really, really, really cheap. Right here, 20 cents to 50 cents. This right here, usable, rechargeable keychains, $1 to $2. And the price is $8 to $15 resale. This right here is $1 to $2.50. This is pretty much 7 times your money. I don't know why. They did better than what I actually would say. I know a young man, a gentleman that literally in my circle, I ain't gonna put his name out there. He's now becoming branding himself and he got accepted and he'll be soon in about, I would say about 2-3 years, a famous soccer player doing excellent. But this young gentleman, he did this on the side as a young man, making himself $2,000 to $3,000 a month. Ask me how I know. Okay, so this is not difficult. I just wanted to show you things that are costing 50 cents to $1, $2, and people are actually selling for 5, 6, 7 times more than what the price is. And you probably would say to yourself, hey, but it's probably going to be hard to find out where I buy these from. You see? No. Let me show you right here. Okay. You cut back a lot of information with ChatGPT now. Joe, you probably right. I put in right here. I didn't have all time. I said, listen, and pro tip, start with here, and it's telling you where you can purchase them from. Okay. Temu, AliExpress, DH Gate. Okay, you guys know about those when they got hit heavy. We're talking about the purses because people don't know that 90% of everything is made in outside of this country. Okay, but you want to get mad when other countries slap the labels on it with white label and they turn around and resell it to you for 10 to 20 to 30 to 100 times more than what they had it made for. This is just called profit and margin. All right. Now, anyways, and then they call it fulfillment by Amazon, fulfillment by merch. I mean, I said, give me links. This is even better. I said, links where I can buy these cheap. Oh, I'm helping you. I'm not doing this. All right. I don't have to. I just know young men. I've taught them before how to do them themselves. But look, now I don't have to teach them. It's really easier now to do something like this. Look, where can I buy them cheap? I want links. Give me places where I could buy them. Okay. ChatGPT will tell you where to get them. Look, it's telling you right here, Alibaba, the place is right here. Boom. And they will customize it. Tells you the minimum orders that you have to pay for them for. You can click right here. And you're probably worried about the tariffs. You have to take your time to find sellers that know how to circumvent around that. They might have shipped it to another country or closer to you or within the country. And then you can just order them. It's ways around it. So don't worry about it. I even know individuals doing that. Links right here to each product. It gives you a link to where to get them at. Each product. Okay. So it's not really something that you have to worry about majorly. Okay. It's not difficult understanding this. So let me go into some details and show you this, because a lot of individuals to themselves, they'll say, okay, well, how do I set this up? These are for individuals that do not want a website. There's a lot of individuals that do not want to have a website. You know, I'm talking a little too fast for you. They don't want a website. Okay. They don't want to have to deal with creating a website. They don't want to have to deal with the fact of that you still have to have an LLC. Okay, I have steps in a course of one of my mini courses of showing you how to put the steps and look good on paper because you just can't deal with these, some of these companies, most of them when you're trying to scale up and make lots of money, not where you're buying from wholesale, but when you're reselling them in United States, you're not going to scale up real well or dealing with something like fulfillment by Amazon or what is it called? Walmart, fulfillment by Walmart services. They're even doing it. eBay. When you want to scale up and have a lot of products on there, you have to have a LLC or a business, some type of business. And LLCs are easy to set up. So, and they're more flexible and they're more known. You know, corporations, people get confused, people get worried or complex with tax people. But sole proprietaries, I kind of not is aggressive. But LLCs are very, very powerful in the United States with simplicity. That's why now when I'm teaching people, I had to revamp my course. And back in the day, I was telling them to do a corporation, specifically a C Corp, to separate themselves. Now I updated course to make sure that it's more centered around LLC. So, you know, for simplicity with tax people, with people like Walmart fulfillment services, individuals like fulfillment by Amazon, you know, things like that, eBay. It's very simple for them. So anyways, let me show you something right here. After you purchase and use the links, after you're done with ChatGPT, you've decided to what niche that you're going to choose. Okay. You don't have a website. You don't want a website. You don't want to sell in front of your home and have like a garage sale or a yard sale. You don't want to do that. You want to be somewhat presentable, but you want to drop ship. This is the key. You want to drop ship these products to your home. Minimum order might be 100. Minimum order might be 50. Minimum, you can get them all the down. When you find them, you can find someone that minimum order is 25. But you want to drop ship them to your garage, your home, wherever you live, your second room that you have. And then you want to have yourself an LLC, okay? A LLC created, all right? You want to have yourself a business number. You don't really have to have an actual real 1-800 number. I go into details in that LLC business course. It's really, really cheap, okay? And you want to have yourself a business address, but you don't have to have a real business address. Don't let people tell you that you have. You can use your own apartment, your townhouse, your house. You can use a room, and the IRS allows you to use 40% of your destination of where you live and where you stay. Stop letting individuals just tell you only you have to have a business address. That's one particular science and process when you're doing that, not for only solely doing business. That's why a lot of people have businesses from home, okay? And they're not using their personal name only, or they're using both. Anyways, that course of LLC is starting a business from home. It is simplicity for you, those things, if you need it. But those individuals that already have it done, listen right here. Once you have a LLC set up or some type of business set up, you can start applying for these counts with here we go right here. I want to make sure you see it. Let me see if you see it. You can apply with Walmart Fulfillment Services, and it tells you right here, the sky's are the limits when it comes to growing your businesses with Walmart Fulfillment. They're doing the same thing. I'm going to show you. They're doing the same thing that Fulfillment by Amazon is doing. They have to copycat the model. They can't just let Amazon do it all by themselves. So Fulfillment by Amazon is pretty much, you find a product that really works. No, but let me stay here. You got Fulfillment by Amazon. You got Fulfillment by Walmart. You didn't know it, that some people are actually getting their stuff from long distance, and then they will let you put your products on their site. Look, minimum, they will let you put your products on their website, and they will fulfill it. Walmart will do the customer service. It will ship it. It will returns. It will do everything for the people, and they're nationwide, just like Amazon. Okay, eBay is a little bit more aggressive. You're going to be doing it yourself, but it's you create yourself an eBay account and you list it, and you can pretty much resell these things, used or new. You can sell these things on eBay. People do it all day long from home. Okay, they do it all day long from home. But let me help you understand some things right here. Okay, we don't have time to go into major calculations and calculate it for you. All right, you can bust out your phone for yourself. Look, let me do it for you. Okay, some people need to see and is believing. Let me see if I can pull that up for you so you can see. We're going to do this in real time. Some individuals want to be seeing is believing. Okay, let me show you something. All right, we already saw that the prices of here were even 50 cents. Okay, so I'm $1. Okay, so you get something that's $1. Okay, $1 times 100, because the minimum order would be 100. That'll be $100. Okay, some of these were costing 20 cents, some of these were costing 50 cents, some of these were costing 80 cents. Okay, so we're just going to do that, and most will sell for $7 to $12, $5 to 7. We'll just do this. You times this by, if it was selling for $5 a pop, okay, times it by 5 equals, that's your cost right there. So if you would do this to make sure, and you sell them for $5 a piece times 100, you got to actually subtract your shipping and handling and everything. That's what you would make, $500. So most people get these things that will cost them something like 50 cents. So we'll do that price, 50 cents, and you times that by 100. Okay, equals $50. So when you get to the price, when you have yourself at the price of, you're selling for 50 cents a pop, you got them for 50 cents in shipping and everything and all that cost, and you got it real down, and you got 100 of these bad boys. and you're selling them for, you got them for times 100, it costs you $50 to get them. Okay, you follow with me? Now you spent $50 to get them. Now you turn around and you got 100 of these, and you sell them for that same price times $5 that we talked about before. Now you're making yourself making $500, but you take away, that's right, equals, you take away your $50 that it costs you to spend it. That's that profit and margin. Your profit was $50 minus the shipping, might cost you an additional $20 to get them. But this is what people are doing. Okay. Now you might say to yourself, this is not a lot of money, but let me show you something right here. Okay. This is it depends on what you buy and what you don't buy. Okay. Some people will buy a high ticket price of something like a 360. Okay. A 360 can range anywhere from $500. And if you get these neon lights and ones that have inside of them, they can cost all the way up to $2,700. I've seen them, and people sell them all day long on these locations. So if you erase this and you put $500, you purchase it for, let me let you see. Some people are seeing is believing. Okay. I want you to see these prices. Look, 7. This is what these things are costing. Okay. The neon lights, one that got this pretty and everything, is $2,800. Okay. I know for a fact that you can get these bad boys, even these lovely ones right here. These right here you can get for under $200. These right here you can get for under $700. So when you go back to the calculator and the big ticket ones, okay, and you would have to use TikTok, Shopify, or whatever. You don't have to use TikTok. You don't have to use your social media platforms. You just pick a product that's selling hot on Walmart. I don't care if it's a slushy machine. I don't care if it's or something selling hot on Amazon. And if you don't know, you just ask ChatGPT. Then you go find out, get links from ChatGPT where to purchase them. And then once you purchase them, these places will let you purchase one at a time. One at a time. So if you buy something that costs you $500, and this is the thing that most people don't pay attention to. If you buy something like a photo booth or a 360 that you decided to take your tax money and you got yourself an account with Walmart, or you got yourself an account with Amazon, Fulfillment by Amazon, you took the time to set it up and get your LLC going and all the in your tax identification EIN number going, and you turn around and list it, and you spent $500 for one of these nice photo. We'll actually go higher. You took the time, you started low because you don't want to be trying to sell a bunch of these little things. You just want to sell something one time and double your money. You buy one of these, you took $500 and you bought 2 of those photo booths that are cheap. Okay. And it might have cost you $250 each, and you bought 2. Okay. And you put the shipping and handling and everything. You times that by 2, you spent $500, maybe extra $100 of getting it here. Okay. So plus another $100, and you're trying to subsidize your income. So you spent $600. Then you turned around and you listed this actual thing. Okay. You listed it for $5.99 on Amazon or Walmart. They sell all day like hotcakes. You get something proven that will sell $5.99, and you get 2 of them, and you sell them times 2. Okay. And they sell in less than 2-3 weeks. It don't take long. Selling probably less than a week. Now you subtract. Okay. You subtract what you spent. All right. $600. I don't know why I did that. There we go. You subtract $600. That's what your profit is. You didn't double your money. And I mean, just in less than a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you doubled your money. So now you get to pocket this and you have the other 7. But let's say this, you rent and everything you paid for. What did you subsidize with? You wanted to scale up and you decided to go with one of them fancy ones. So you got yourself $598. So the total would times that by 2. And to say you only decided to pocket in your pocket $300, you take profits, take away $300. Okay. You're still in the negative because you spent $300 is what you, $600 is what you total spent. So you keep some of your money and you deploy the rest back into getting yourself a one that's more what is it called? More innovative, that neon one that costs $2,800. You go purchase just one. You keep 300. You purchase one, and it costs you shipping and handling and everything to get it. Less than $900. I know individuals that do it, they get it for less than 800. So he can really take away another $96 and keep it for yourself. Equals so 800, but less than $800 you can get one. So you have $396 profit in your pocket, but 200 going right back into it. So you're in the negative. Okay. So you really ain't made no money, but you're using what you made to make more money. I hope that's making sense. So you're not using all the money. You're trying to scale up. This is what individuals do. That's why this video is a little longer. Then you take, this is like 2 products, then go into a more product that's more innovative. Same line of a 360. Now you're dealing with the 360 that costs this right here. You can find them on Amazon all day long. Not a lot of them, but they're expensive. So you can turn around here. You go to the calculator and you found the help with ChatGPT. You have found somebody in the United States that will ship them to you, or somewhere in Mexico that is shipping to you real cheap. And your cost was less than $800 to get this same thing. Now you times this by what? 3? Times it by 3. Let's say you only wanted to triple your price. Times this by 3. Okay, equals $2,400. Okay, so now we take away, you listed on Walmart for services, eBay, Walmart fulfillment services, eBay, or Amazon. You take the time to get your LLC and create these accounts. The sky's the limit. Now you make $2,400. You take away the $800 you spent. Okay, equals $1,600. Now you got your money back plus profit. So that $800, this is profit right here, $1,600. So that $800 that you got back, we subtracted, okay, plus the $396, okay, equals, this is what you got back, $396. So you take away your original $600, okay, that you spent at the beginning, because you then walked your way up to what, a month to a month and a half. You then got $596 back in your pocket, your $600 plus this 5 year, you got your $600 back. You profited from $596 plus, let's add this amount in here now, the amount that you profit, because all of this was pretty much you spending, shipping with the different products. But now this is the real math. Now I could have done it more simple for you, but we're doing it online. But $596 plus the $1,600, because we already took away the $800, equals, that's your total now. Profit in your pocket with 3 products, 2 small 360s, 2 of them. Scaled yourself up to a big one, big ticket price using Walmart fulfillment services or Amazon or eBay. Now your profit is $2,196. Now you decide you can get 2 of these, or you could just rinse and repeat and get yourself 1 more. So if you get yourself 1 more, you take away and you keep the money. Now you take away $1,600. No, we'll just take away $800 to re-up. Take away $800 equals, that's what you have in your pocket, $1,396. Pay your rent, pay your mortgage, pay your townhouse, subsidize your income, and then you deploy and you do it again and you do it again. And then you get to the point that you do this so many times. You're doing 2 at a time. You're doing 3 at a time. You're doing 4 at a time. You're doing 10 at a time. You're doing 15 at a time. Do you get the math? You scale yourself up, and it takes you about 6 weeks to get over $1,000 in 1 month. In 2 months, you'll be over double that, $2,600, if you're just doing 2 products. In 3 months, you'll be over it just doubles, it compounds. You'll be over 6,000. In 4 months, it doubles. You'll be over 12,000. Or if you want to play it light, 1. The next month, 2. The next month, 3. That means you get 1,000 profit first month, 2,000 profit the second month, 3,000 profit the third month, 3,000, 4,000 profit the fourth month. If you want to just do it that way, just adding 1, 2, 3, 4 products each month and keeping it. People are doing this all day long. Next thing you know, you're gonna get a little bit flex on yourself when you get past $3,000 to $4,000 a month. You'll realize you know how to do this easy peasy, lemon squeezy, and you'll be leaving your job because you're making $4,000 to $5,000 a month, and you're buying 2 to 3 of these units or anything, big ticket prices, and fulfillment by Amazon or fulfillment by Walmart services or using eBay. It's not difficult. I'm gonna bring more videos showing you how simple you can do this. Okay, I don't even when you're a business owner, it's easy like Sunday morning. I'll catch you in the next video. Kareem.